Howdy, hello, and welcome back. So today's video is a continuation of last week's video where I become a ghost and answer your questions that you left for me on the internet. So with that being said, I am just going to jump right back into it and show you the finished look, just because when I was splitting the video from last week into two separate videos, the second part did get corrupted and I had to refilm the entire thing, but it's perfectly fine because the outcome is still the same. You just won't get to see the makeup process. But yeah, so I'm gonna jump into the outfit and we'll be right back as a ghost. Ookie Spooky Part 2. Alright, so welcome back. This is the finished look. So like I said, I was going for more classic ghost. Honestly, at this point, just more hooker ghost, to be very honest. But we're going to just hop back right into these questions. So the next question is, what's your favorite horror movie right now? I know you loved them as a kid. I don't know. I'm really just only into like classic horror movies, such as like Scream. Scream is probably like my go-to favorite horror movie. Specifically either the first one or Scream 4. So yeah, that's probably what it's honestly gonna stick with, just because I don't really like new horror movies. They're not my tea, and I don't like the paranormal horror movies as I'm dressed like a ghost. But yeah, probably still Scream. I'm just a basic white girl. What is your opinion on third base when dating? What is third base? I don't know, like, not to be rude or shady, but do we still do bases? I thought that was literally only a high school thing. But I don't know. I guess, sure, Jan. I guess, like, definitely setting, like, bases and, like, levels of a relationship is a good thing. But, like, what is third base? And I feel like it's different per person anyways, right? So, I don't know. I guess I don't have an opinion, right? Next question. If you had an opportunity to do an extended drag competition, would you do it? Yes. Yes, I would. I'm a very competitive person and I love doing drag. So if you put the two together, I'm in. And also, like, I love a theme when it comes to drag, like even doing shows. I love a good theme show. So that's essentially what a competition is, right? So next question. What should I do if I forgot my friend's birthday? Just tell them, right? I mean, I literally, I've forgotten birthdays. I'm horrible at remembering things. I just tell them, just be honest, you know? Hey, I forgot your birthday. What's the worst they can do? Oh my God, you're a horrible friend for forgetting my birthday. Babes, do you know my past? Do you know the things that I've went through? No, you don't. I mean, I guess if it's your friend, maybe they should. But anyways, have you ever stalked someone over the internet? I'm going to say yes, just because I'm going to tell the truth. Especially like, I don't know. Not in a bad way. I just like, if I meet someone in drag, I will immediately like find their socials and scroll and just look through all their stuff. I don't think that's weird though. I just want to see all their work, right? Right? Anyways, is a person's zodiac sign important to you when it comes to dating? I'm going to say no, just because I'm always open to experiment. But I definitely know there are a few signs that are not meant for me. Those including Gemini and Cancer. So yeah, I don't really go into it that much. And also when it comes to like the people who choose, like, you know, or they say like your moon, if they align, y'all are soulmates, and if not, I don't get into all that. So I would say yes, in the sense of like, I know what to look out for. But I definitely won't shut someone down because of a zodiac, unless it's a Gemini. Gemini specifically, I will try Cancer. Geminis are a straight no for me, to be very honest. Your opinion when people don't look like their Instagram pics. This might be very controversial, but I hate it. I really, really hate it. I don't edit a lot of my pictures, to be very honest, just because I don't know how to. I suck at editing, to be completely open with you. As far as it comes to like people who do it, I mean, if that's how you want to be perceived, I just don't think it makes sense if people are going to see you as an entertainer to not look like your pics. That makes no sense to me. But hey, if you want to be a photographer or a model, then go ahead. Edit your photos to something you won't look like. That's your tea, girl. Hey, can you swim? Yes. Am I good at it? No. I can do it though, but I'm better at being a flotation device, especially if you want to drown, because I will just sink. But I can swim, genuinely. What's your opinion of people who play Call of Duty? Cool. I play Call of Duty sometimes. I'm not a huge gamer girl, but I'll play it every now and then. If you play it, that's cool. Do your own thing. If you play it a little religiously and make it your life, I feel like you're probably straight. And in that case, yeah, not probably meant for me. But, you know, hey, if you play it, you go right ahead. I also play it sometimes, so. Have you ever had braces? No. No, I have not. Never have. I've always been told that I have really good teeth. The older I get, though, the more I worry about my teeth and the less I like them. But no, I've never had braces. Are you a summer or a winter person? Well, it says you a summer or winter person, but are you a summer or winter person? Definitely winter. I hate the summer. I hate melting. And I'm a fat girl, so immediately 2 seconds in the heat and I'm melting, especially in Alabama. Ding, let's not forget I'm from Alabama, and it gets very, very hot. So I'm definitely a winter person, hands down. Is there someone you like writing with right now? I don't know what that means. I don't do pen pals. If you mean in the sense of like texting, no, I don't think so. But I don't write to anyone, so I guess not. Next question. When you don't answer, what do you mean by it? Okay, so I feel like I know what this is directed at, and it's the sense of me texting people back, and I'm going to openly admit I am horrible at doing it. I have a bad habit of seeing a text and being like, oh yeah, I'm going to respond to that, and then opening my phone and the notification not being there anymore, and then me forgetting to respond. So yeah, I'm really, really bad at that. And if that's what you're referring to, whoever left this, that's why. Also, I'm genuinely like pretty busy. I don't like constantly check my socials or anything. So, yeah, that's, I don't mean anything bad by it. If I didn't want to speak to you, I would just tell you I don't want to speak to you or leave you on red. That's a big one. If I leave you on red, that's how you know you're mad. I'm mad. But if I just don't respond and like leave you undelivered, I'm just probably busy, or I told myself to look at it and I forgot to. So yeah, sorry if I hurt your feelings, but I'm just genuinely really bad when it comes to responding to text sometimes. Where can I follow you besides tell on me, or however you say that? I have still not figured out how to say it. But you can follow me on all my socials at The Only Preferred. Ding. I keep it pretty simple. So yeah, that's where you can follow me. And if you are just someone who came through on this website or this app and just left me a question and want to get to know more about me, follow me. Do it. Would it bother you if your partner smokes? No. I am a nicotine addict. That's how I became a ghost. But in both senses, whereas if it's like medicinal marijuana, wink wink, Alabama, or if it's in the sense of nicotine, I don't really care. I will say I don't like the smell of cigarette smoke. It really bothers me. But I'm not going to make someone stop smoking because of it. That's not my tea. I'm never going to do something unless it's toxic, in my opinion. Or tell someone to stop doing something unless it's toxic. So no, it wouldn't bother me. As long as you sprayed when you came into the house, we're good. Before living together, how long do you think you need to be in a relationship? So this is a good question. And I feel like this is definitely a live and let learn situation, because it's something that I didn't think was a thing to worry about until it happened to me. However, I definitely think it depends on the person and the relationship. I have now set my standards to at least a year. I didn't really care in the past, but for me personally, I would say a year. That's just me. Don't yell at me. Don't look at me weird. But from living and learning, I would definitely say a year. But that's just me. Next question, biggest idol. So in the sense of my life, I would definitely say once again my brother, just because he's helped me a lot, and he showed me how to be not only me as an entertainer, but also me as like an everyday person outside of drag. So yeah, I would definitely say my brother. When it comes to drag itself though, I don't really have a lot of idols or like people I look up to. I would definitely say people like Mimi Marks or like even Mistress Isabel Books from Drag Race. Those are people who I am very fascinated with when it comes to drag. But the only real person who like I look at and I go, I want my drag to look like a version of them, is Dolly Parton. And even then, it's more so of just like, I love that like southern, like westerny, two totally different things I know, but the way she just combines them both, and she's a very humble person. And also, who doesn't like Dolly Parton's looks? So yeah, when it comes to idols, my brother through and through, but when it comes to like drag, I want to look like them, probably Dolly Parton. So this one actually comes from the only Ivy Von Tits, and it says favorite food, hands down pizza. I'm very picky when it comes to food. So it would either be pizza or fries, because those are like the easiest basic things. Now looking at it, I'd probably say fries, just because like pizza, a lot of people mess up, and even now like I'm becoming so picky when it comes to pizza. So probably fries. They're easy, straight up, simple. It's very hard to mess up a fry. Local bar. Okay, so local bar, as in where I started out at, would definitely be Dothan Dance Club. That's where I started. I still perform there to this day. But when it comes to local, it's not local because it's 3 hours away. I don't really have a local bar. I kind of just go wherever. There's not a bunch of cast positions in Birmingham, so you kind of just had to like hope you're on a monthly cast or on a rotating cast. So yeah, I just really go wherever. The one that I classify as like my home bar would probably still be Dothan Dance Club, just because she was the OG. She's the one that got me started, where I very first stepped on the stage. So yeah, I would probably say Dothan Dance Club. Go-to song. So this is, I feel like this is forever changing. My go-to song used to be Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa. And yes, I said that correctly. Just because when that album came out, during that time that happened, I was obsessed. And I still am obsessed with Dua Lipa and that album as a whole, Future Nostalgia? I think that's what it's called. But Don't Start Now, literally any given second, you can hit play on that and I would start dancing. And I would know every single word and I would know every single movement. But now it's kind of like aged out. My current go-to one is either Best of Your Love or Best of My Love. Yeah, I'd probably say that. By The Emotions, I believe. Yeah, that's been the one where if I don't have a song, I just pick it and I send it in, and I know I'm gonna know every single lyric and every single beat to it. So yeah, probably that one at the moment. And then last but not least, final question. Why do you say howdy hello at the beginning of every one of your videos? Love you dearly. Much love from Texas. Ooh, Texas. First and foremost, make sure that you're very putting in your time in Texas if you're writing that to me, because I am a drag entertainer and we do have some drag situations going on in Texas. So thank you for the love. But I say it because I honestly don't know why I say it. I've always been obsessed with howdy. I've always been obsessed with, like, although I hate the South and hate being in the South, I love the Southern, I guess you would say, heritage. I don't even want to say that because it sounds bad, but I love the humbleness of Southern people, or what they're supposed to be known for. So when it comes to howdy, I've always just loved howdy. And then also I got the nickname the Rhinestone Cowgirl of the South, for like a drag name for me, being that I was obsessed with Dolly Parton when I started doing drag, and then eventually a lot of my outfits became remakes of Dolly Parton outfits. Not really like that anymore. However, it kind of just stuck, and I always wear stones. Literally, I say it all the time. Every single one of my outfit has at least one stone on it. At least one. Might have had two, but one had fallen off. At least one. So yeah, it just kind of all ties in. The howdy hello going with the Rhinestone Cowgirl of the South. And I just say it. Howdy, hello. But yeah, I don't know. I've never really thought about it. I remember sitting here and remembering doing my first video, and I said it and I was like, yeah, that fits. That fits really well. And ever since it's just been the same. But thank you all so much for the questions. That was all the questions. I actually had a bunch of questions in total. And I got through all of them except for that one that we're not going to put in because it was just too bad. But yeah, thank you all so much for sending so nice and loving questions. I was honestly kind of worried that I either wouldn't get any or that I would get a bunch of negative ones, but no, I only got the one, and it was, girl, bye. But yeah, so stay tuned for a new video next Sunday. Make sure to follow me on all of my socials at The Only Preferred, where you can keep in contact with those shows that I mentioned in the first video, and they're always being added to. So make sure to follow me specifically on my Instagram and Facebook. Instagram at The Only Preferred, Facebook at Sashay Preferred, to stay in contact and see where I will be coming near you, especially if you're in the South. And if you want me to come up north, reach out to me at The Only Preferred, and I would love to do a show with you. But yeah, until next time, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay spooky. Ooh.